Hey guys, this is Chess Banana for another episode of the lichess bot series. Our next opponent is Sargon 3-ply with a rating of 1517. As usual, we're going to play in 1510 rated. Let's go. So, e4, yeah, e4. Okay. e5. Now, okay, many moves on e5, of course. Okay, one thing I'd like to, of course, the King's Gambit is, in fact, let's try that. King's Gambit is interesting. It's slightly dubious theoretically, but in practice, it's quite interesting. Okay, so if I do this, the problem is he's threatening to play this, which is surprisingly strong, even though it looks risky for black. So this, and then this. Can I get away with this? Yeah, he can continue like that. It's a bit risky. Okay, but first I think, okay, first things first. Is there a threat? Is this a threat? Not really. Can I just do this? And if knight takes d4, but no, because this. And the problem is this, queen takes check, picks up the rook. So I think we have to start with knight f3. d4 is logical, d4, g5. d4, g5, and then h4 or g3. Okay, so let's calculate. This is the most annoying, I think. Don't see any other moves that are really problematic. There are other moves, but they're not worrying me. If we go here, he can continue pushing. He can move the knight, perhaps. No, that cuts the connection. That's not possible. Okay, I think we can play d4, but it's just d4, g5. What is my follow-up? d5 buys me, let's say, a tempo, and then what? I guess I will have time to play a move like h4. Okay, let's do it. c3, I mean, this is so logical. I hit this and this, so now he doesn't have time to play g5, so I think that was a mistake. I think this bishop check is a mistake. And there's no knight takes, of course I take, at least with the queen. And yes, it looks like he defends, but of course it doesn't work, because I could just push here. Any tricks? So kick the bishop and take the pawn. Is there anything wrong with that? Is there anything else I can do? Checks, no. Captures, bishop takes, of course not possible. I think that has to be the move. Any knight takes, bishop, no, that's got to be good for me. Okay, so do I just take this? Then he can check me. Is that a problem? At the very least, I do this. Queen takes, and I come back. And he has a check, but that's okay because the rook doesn't hang in this line, unlike the one we saw previously. So at the very least, I have this. Should be fine. But do we have to get that fancy? Yeah, I think we do. We have to take. So it's got to be takes, bishop back, or pawn. Also possible. And that eliminates the entire queen e4. I think both are playable. But first let's do this. He doesn't even check me. So I think that's fine. So let's just develop. I mean, we haven't gained anything, and we possibly got a bit overextended in the center. Even though we've got space, that's good, but we need to be a little bit careful. I think he's trying to get this square, because if he removes this pawn, he can develop more easily. How do we develop in the most efficient way? This looks logical, and then castle. Anything wrong if I do that? I mean, is he threatening anything? But let's start with that. Is this even a threat? Because if knight takes, bishop takes, and all that to do what? To distract my bishop and do this, but we saw that in every line I go back, and he has nothing there. So I don't think he threatens anything. This, I mean, yeah, that can start to be annoying, let's be honest. Then I can castle. And then I can move the queen on the next turn. Yes, because the knight's defended by the rook. Okay. What if I just take? Am I helping him? Kind of. I'm not sure. 1, 2. Yeah, I think I can just leave the tension and do this one. As expected, he pins me. That's the move I anticipated. I think I can just castle in this line, and so that's what I calculated. Let's just verify. Once I castle, there are no more checks, of course, on h4, so that's good for me. He doesn't even threaten anything, because even if it was his turn to play, that would still not be a problem, because the bishop goes back to g3. Yeah, I think we just castle. I think he's helping us here, because we get a free developing move. Should we put the rook or the queen there? I think the queen makes more sense. Also eyeing these squares, so obviously the b pawn cannot move, and the knight cannot really move either. Any tricks, any checks, captures that I should be worried about? No, and I'm defending this. Yeah, that's important. Once I take, I defend the bishop, so there are no tricks like start like this. So here I can take like this. Can I create my own threats? What about that? And if he takes, I take. No, he can move the king. Queen d7, and yeah. Not quite. This is kind of annoying. So do I take with the pawn or the bishop? In principle, I should be taking with the pawn to keep the bishop pair, but let's see. Knight takes, pawn takes. What have I achieved here at his turn to play? Not so clear. Here I'm also threatening this, so he has to take. And once he takes, I take, and I'm taking this square. Actually, that is annoying. No knight can go here, or bishop for that matter. And then I need to develop quickly somehow and put a rook here. Takes time, annoying. Moves like this is so slow. But I think we're still doing good in this line, and I don't see anything better to do right now. Okay, this is really suspicious, because as I said, I'm eyeing this square. So what if I do this? He can't take. I'm threatening mate at this point. If I do this, and I'm threatening mate, what's he gonna do? He has to defend this. And of course he does it like that. This is annoying. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah, okay. And I have to move the queen. Yeah, and then let's say I move here. I think he can still take here. Yeah, I lose a piece in this line. I think that's not working. Let's just keep the tension. Okay. Okay, we're doing good because we're removing all his tricks. He can't castle because we have this this one. So we just need some tempos to develop. This. The thing with this is if he castles, we have this, so that's good. What can he do here? Can he do something annoying? We just need 2 tempos to put a rook here. And that's a lot. It's a lot of tempos. Can we gain a tempo somehow by inserting this? Queen moves, let's say here. What have we achieved exactly? Not so sure. I like this, there's no castling, and I don't see where his threat can be. Any tricks? This? No. Okay, I think that's a safe move, I hope so. Yeah, it looks like it, at least our opponent couldn't find a refutation for it. So rook d1, that's what I want to do, but what else is there? I can hit this bishop, take the bishop. Well, I have the bishop pair already, and it's not clear what I'm achieving there. I think perhaps I want to go here, hitting this weakness now. And if he wastes time like this, then I'm really happy. What else can I do? I can do this, but it's not directly a threat. Whereas this, I feel like it's faster because I'm hitting this and this. I think it's better to play with a threat because you're playing with the... okay. That's so annoying. Okay, yeah, the thing is, he couldn't castle because of bishop here, but suddenly I cut this connection. However, there is this. I take the pawn and I threaten... Yeah, I think he still loses a pawn here. I'm not sure I played this in the best way, but I think I can still take this. No. If I take this, queen takes... this is annoying. Okay, if I take queen takes... this is annoying. We need to start doing a bit of prophylaxis here. So let's see. Knight f6, knight takes, pawn takes. Are we doing anything there? Knight takes. Yeah, I can't quite find the win. I mean, knight here. If knight takes, I just take. Queen takes. This is incredible. Okay, I think I lose a pawn, but I gain a lot of initiative. This has to be the move. I just can't find anything better to do. Okay, so he wants to exchange queens. Given the time situation, that might actually be a good idea. Any tricks? Check, king b8. That's where he wants to put the king anyway, so I'm not gaining anything. Here, king b8 takes this, and I want to hit this, but I can't because of that nuisance knight on c6. Okay. So I need to insert, can I insert something like this to get rid of this knight? I think this knight is annoying. He can insert rook takes d1, that's okay for me, although rook takes, he has this queen takes, which is really annoying. Okay, I think I start with this. So takes, bishop takes, rook e1. He can insert. Yeah, it's tough, it's tough. This one is much, much stronger, I think. At least at calculation. Let's see. Okay, I think given the time situation, the endgame is good for us. We need to simplify. No queens on the board means less tricks. Means more time for me to calculate. I can force a rook exchange. Is that good for me? Yeah, this bishop is going to be horrible because it blocks the king. I have to get rid of this. I absolutely have to get rid of this. But the problem is he has a trick here. And he wins a piece. This is incredible. So what can I do? This, what does that do? Takes rook d8. What are we doing here exactly? Not clear. I think I need to go back to the point. Get rid of this and go here. Yeah, we just want to get rid of this. Okay. Our opponent is finally being nice and allowing us to get rid of this. However, I think it's not so easy. If we take, he's threatening this. Then I have this square and this. Okay, I think I should be okay here. But you see, it's never easy. I have a problem with this bishop. I want this, but this is too naive. At any point he can deflect with rook takes d1. This, annoying. I think my bishop should go here, but of course I can't go here because of the trick we just saw, rook takes d1. So it means I'm going to have to use the long route. But this, oh my god, it's endless. And then I shut it down like this, and my king goes here. Okay, that is one way to shut down his trickery. And if I do this, then he hits me with this. And then this. Wow. I think I still have to do it. Okay, he doesn't do it. This is nice. We finally can get rid of that annoying bishop. But now we have this to deal with. Horrible. This is just horrible. Okay, so this, how does he go back to I think that might just do it. But my god, was this one much trickier than the previous one. And this one, he again has that. But this we can take here, he takes there, and we take here, and we're still not winning. This is unbelievable. So we have to remove this. I think perhaps this way. And this, there's no, but he goes here. And if I push here, he's got this. Oh my god, it's endless. Oh, it's just endless. Okay, this, if he tries to go greedy, we do this, and he doesn't have time to go back to catch the pawn. So he doesn't do that, of course, because he's not stupid. Oh my God. So do we have to do this? This. We need like a million tempos to clean this up. 1, 2. I think we can get away with this, but it's cutting it close. Much closer than the previous games. I think we finally stop his trickery. Finally. Wow, that was hard work. And we finally prevail in the endgame. Okay, let's just clean him up. Make sure there are no tricks. Just kill everything. Yes, we want to get rid of the pawn that's actually helping us to checkmate. No stalemate. Let's just do a simple ladder mate. Okay. So let's see the analysis. I'm sure we missed quite a bit here because it was quite a struggle to put this one down. Certainly much stronger than the previous one. So endgame looks okay, although yeah, it's still early. Still too early to say, as you can see. Okay, we already have a mistake and a blunder in the endgame, so even the endgame was messy. And it's not over. One mistake, one blunder, and still accumulating. There will be many more. Okay, no, it's only one mistake, one blunder. But if you look at the graph, I mean, it's pretty messy. Gaining an advantage and losing it, gaining it again, losing it. Oh my God, it's a roller coaster. Okay, so let's look at the first mistake. Actually, blunder. Rook g7 is a blunder. Why? I think, okay, score is plus 3.6, material is -2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. No, sorry, -1. So it's -1 material plus 3.6 evaluation, which means that I can basically win by forcing the rook to exchange itself with the pawn. So I have a way to forcefully promote. So what is wrong with this? I think if we understand what's wrong with this, we might find the right move. What's wrong with this is that it takes me 2 tempos, and he has time. He has time to go here. Once I go here, he goes here. So does that mean we need to first do this? Actually, that could win. Because we remove this square. How else could he go behind the pawn? He still can do this. But then we take here, and I think we win there. So I think when we do this, he has to take. But then he has this. And when we try to do this, let's say, he does this, we push, he goes behind. And we're still not killing it. Wow, this is hard. Perhaps we start with that. Tie him up. This, again. But now this. Takes, doesn't solve the problem, and he can go there. Honestly, I don't know. Let's view the solution. I can't quite find the... Wow. Direct. Now, why does this work? If this... Yeah. And it's so simple. Why didn't I think of this? And that's it. The only square is this one, and he can't go there. Okay. Nice one. Does the same trick work? Let's see. Takes, takes, takes. No, he has this. That doesn't work anymore. Takes, takes, push. Ah! But the problem is he takes with check, forces me to go, say, here, check, here, and at the end, where it's not working. So if we push immediately, no, that's, yeah, king f2, that was a preparation move. Apparently, perhaps we just push immediately, but then this. Wow, this is really hard, you know, these endgame puzzles are... Well, let's ask the computer. So we push, but again, why does this win? Like, what? Oh, but of course, he can't do that because, like, promote. Why did I miss something so obvious? This is shocking. Of course he can take, but I take back with my new queen. Just completely, okay. That was embarrassing.